Hey friends, editing Neva. I realized that for the book haul / Iowa vlog thing, I did not mention in the book haul video portion of the video that I do have some footage from like going to the bookstore and the botanical gardens. So if you guys want to see that, it'll be like at the very end of the video because I didn't really have like a good place to like put that. So if you want to see some footage from the trip or some like b-roll from my trip, it will be at the very end. So like when I say I'll see y'all in the next one, bye, it'll play right after that. So that's it. Okay, bye. Hey, hi, hello, welcome back to Reading with Neva. So today I am going to do my first ever book haul on this channel. I have shared books that I have bought on Sprints and Instagram, things like that. But I put up a poll on Instagram, I think it was like yesterday, and everyone said that they wanted to see a book haul. So I have around 15-ish books over here that I got while we were in Iowa this past weekend. So we were in Iowa for a long weekend, so from like Thursday to Sunday, and we went to Target and we also went to Half Price Books. I will say that I have not taken the stickers off of any of the books from Half Price Books at this point. All of them were discounted, including like the new releases, because they put their own prices on those. So we're just going to kind of go through them. I will try to tell you what each of the books is about if I know. I'm not going to lie. Most of them are fantasy books, and most of them I don't actually really know all that much about. They are just either really popular fantasy series that I've seen people talk about, or ones that have been on my radar for a minute. So we're going to start with Amari and the Great Game. So I do have the first Amari book now. I got it from Crystal, my friend Crystal from Bomb Book Reviews. She sent it to me as an early birthday present, and you will see it like in my October TBR, hopeful TBR video, and which will probably go out after this one, and also when I do my like birthday book haul in November, you'll see it then. So I went ahead and I grabbed Amari and the Great Game, which is the second book in that particular series. So I'm super excited to get to this one. The next books that I have, it's of the full trilogy. So I was able to pick up the Shadow and Bone trilogy. Now I did kind of mess up with this, and I have bought every book in the Grishaverse except Shadow and Bone because I didn't realize that these two were part of the Shadow and Bone trilogy. So the rest of the Grishaverse books, which I do have the entire collection now, are from Target, but Shadow and Bone itself is from Half Priced Books. Because we got them home and I was like, oh my gosh, I should have also gotten Shadow and Bone, which Target had, but it's fine. So I have, for the Grishaverse, I have Shadow and Bone, I have Siege and Storm, and I have Run and Rising. So those are the first three books since the Shadow and Bone trilogy come first in the Grishaverse. Then I also have Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, which are the next book series. They're the duology in the Grishaverse. I don't really know anything about this. So originally I had seen Six of Crows and thought that Six of Crows was its own series, which it is, but I didn't realize that it was intertwined with Shadow and Bone. And in looking things up on the internet, you shouldn't read Six of Crows first, which is originally what I was going to do, because originally the Six of Crows duology was the only series in the Grishaverse that was on my radar. But according to a lot of like fan stuff, there are spoilers for Six of Crows. There are spoilers for the Shadow and Bone series in Six of Crows and Crooked Kingdom, so I got those. And then the last book that I was able to find in the Grishaverse is one of the newer ones, which is King of Scars. I believe there is one more book after this, but they didn't have it at Target, so this is what we got. So we got King of Scars as well. So I at least have the first 6 books in the Grishaverse, and I'm super excited to read the Grishaverse completely this winter, and then to check out the Shadow and Bone series on Netflix. The only thing I don't like about these ones from Target is that these are the new covers. So there is like a permanent sticker here that says Netflix. Also from Lee Bardugo, Shadow and Bone, a Netflix original series. I don't love that, but it's fine. They're not going to be facing out anyway, so it's okay. The next 3 books that I got were actually gifted to me. My dad has a new podcast out, which I'll link below. It's called True Crime and Authors, and I was able to special guest on the episode that had where he interviewed Sarah Ennis. So because of that, she told me that when I came out to Iowa to get a hold of her, and she would give me her complete book series, which is 3 books. There are 2 ebook novellas as well, but I already have those. I originally read the first 2 as audio or as ebooks, and then I read this one, which is The Mercy Angel of Death. I read it as an ARC. So I read all of them originally as ebooks, but now I do have the full paperback collection, and they are signed on the inside as well, which is so cool. So cool. So I have those. So the books in this series, this is called the Duality Series, and it is a set of psychological thrillers. So we have The Dollhouse, The Hunted, Sins of the Father, and The Mercy Angel of Death. And all 3 of these books follow the same like core characters. There is some like death in these. They are labeled as psychological thrillers. Please read trigger warnings, because there are horror elements to this. There's a lot of torture, especially in the second one, so just be mindful. But I am so happy to have these on my show, so thank you to Sarah if she watches this. The next series that I picked up was the Crescent City series. So I have House of Earth and Blood, which you can see I have already started. I'm on chapter 5. But you can see I've already started that. And then I also picked up House of Sky and Breath. The only thing that kind of annoys me is that they did not have the hard copy of, like the hardcover copy of House of Earth and Blood at Half Price Books, so I probably will not replace it, but probably will just have 2 versions of this one, because I would like to have both of these be hard copy, but that's fine. And then I got this one at Target because they had this one, but they did not have House of whatever this is, House of Earth and Blood, but they did have House of Sky and Breath. I'm sorry, these like titles are ridiculous to me. Like I can never remember them. Like I kept calling House of Earth and Blood, I changed the name every time Sam and I would talk about it, so. But we have those. I think she's writing more books for this specific series, because in the beginning, first of all, like, it has this awesome map, which is also in this one, but then, like, these end papers, like, this is why I kind of want the first one in hard copy, because of like the inside is just so pretty. Like it's just the cover, but like even so. But I think she's writing multiple books in this series, since there are 4 houses of Midgard, which is like the world that this takes place in. So as they come out, I'll probably get the rest. So awesome. I also picked up Fairy Tale by Stephen King. I did have this on hold because my friend Kim runs a Discord. I'll try to link it below, but she runs a Discord where they are reading this book. I'm behind because other people had already started it. I had put it on hold at the library and then promptly canceled my hold when I saw that this was at Half Price Books. So this is Stephen King's newest book, and I have no idea really what it's about. I know that there are horror and thriller elements along with fantasy elements, but I love a good Stephen King, so I'm not mad. And the last book that I got was also from Half Price Books, and that was Children of Blood and Bone. I got this book. They actually had 2 copies on the shelf, so my little sister also got this book, and we plan to buddy read it at some point. They did have the second one, but they only had 1 copy, and I didn't want to grab the second one in case I didn't like this one. But I did grab Children of Blood and Bone, and I cannot wait to read this one. I know that this is a black, like a black indigenous maybe, and it's also by a BIPOC author. I think it's fantasy. I don't know. Storygraph was saying it was fantasy. I thought there were horror elements to this, but I could be completely incorrect. But I did see this circulating on TikTok and Instagram for a while, so I want to diversify my reading as it is anyway, so I thought that this was a great one to add to my collection. So in total, we have 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12. In total, I got 14 books, which I feel like for my first ever like true haul, this was like a good amount. We spent a lot of money, honestly, like way more money than I thought that we were going to spend on books. So basically, this is my birthday present for this year, even though my birthday is not till November. When I saw how much money had been spent on books, I was like, this is just like my birthday gifts. So yes, that's it. That is my book haul. If you've read any of these books, let me know down in the comments. Leave me some kind of bookish emoji. And also, if there are any of these books that you guys think I should start with first, please let me know, because some of these are actually on my TBR for October. So if there's any of these that you've read and like just loved completely and want me to start with those first, please let me know. Otherwise, that's all I got. Thank you for hanging out with me. Happy reading, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Bye. I think it depends on where they're trying to have the wedding. Like in King, like That one's the same age as my stepdad. Ari, you want to wave at the vlog? Want to wave? Hey, hi, hello. Look at all that stuff. We are going into Half Price Books on this Iowa journey. So, y'all can come shop with me.